The Clayman Institute for Gender Research at Stanford University, creating a more equal society for women and men through data-driven research and public education.
I myself am part of a dual career couple. I've lived through this issue, and I can see my colleagues struggling with it.
They should be savvy about whom they're talking to initially, because again, university hiring at the front end is very decentralized.
Usually you will talk to the chair of the search committee, or if you're far enough along, you'll talk to the departmental chair. I think that this information is best given to the departmental chair.
Universities vary in the degree to which they're centralized or decentralized. And this, like many universities, is kind of a mix. It's centralized in the sense that the university at the top could veto appointments. It's decentralized in that it can't force departments to make appointments. That just doesn't work. It produces a kind of constitutional or cultural crisis.
When should you in fact tell the university that you have a partner for hire?
As early as possible.
Junior people, that is to say new people on the market, assistant professors, usually tell a university later on in the process. In our study, most people talk about this at the interview stage.
And early on in the process, they need not even mention to their employers that they have a significant other or that there's a two-job requirement or desire here. The first thing is to be sure that the institution is interested in one of the members of the couple, and then when there's strong interest, they can bring in the other person.
However much the university wants you, this puts you in a difficult position. You have a problem. You have extra baggage. You have some issue that must be solved, and somebody else may not.
That they are often very risk-averse about raising these things out of fear that, and I think it's an irrational but understandable fear that would prejudice their chances of getting the job here. So there's a bit of a delicate ballet at the beginning, but I don't think it's a major problem.
The situation is a bit different for senior people. If you're already established in a job, you have more freedom to look around for new positions. Senior people tend to talk about the issue much earlier because universities want to know why they're applying. For instance, why do they want to leave their position, their current position? So they will often, 11% in our study mentioned this in the letter of application even, which is very early, but 60% talked about it in the interviews.
Now, there are some delicacies here at both ends. First of all, there are very strict ethical and legal constraints on the university's ability to inquire about family status early in a recruitment. On the other hand, what we can certainly do, because this is totally neutral, is to inform all people being interviewed by the university or being considered that there are general services available for various things. This would include all kinds of things. Equally often, though, the faculty recruit himself or herself will raise the issue, and then it's, of course, open for discussion.
You have to have in mind all of the things you want to negotiate for. As a new faculty coming in, you can only negotiate for so many things. You have to have in mind what kinds of positions your partner will accept. Is your partner the sort of person that only a tenure track or a tenured position it will do? Or are they the type of partner who might take something lesser like a lectureship? If your partner is a professional, maybe only needs a position in the library or as a staff member at the university, an administrative assistant, or if you can be accommodated outside the university, this is much easier for the university. So be quite clear about what your expectations are and what your bottom line is. Then, of course, you should always ask for the most that you want in that first meeting. You will then have spoken to the chair. You can lay out for them your thinking on the matter. The further you have thought into the issue, the better they can serve you.
Partner hiring is part of the mix of things now that we consider when we're hiring a faculty member or retaining them, along with salary, research funds, lab or office space, all of those kinds. It's another part of the package that we put together to try to attract the best faculty.